This is Another News for Friday, December 30th, 2011. In other news is brought to you by the TriCaster, NewTek TriCaster 850, a 24-channel video switcher that lets you broadcast, stream, and record HD video all at the same time. If you want to find out more, check out newtek.com. Welcome to Another News. I'm Iyaz Akhtar.
I'm Tony Wang.
And I'm Liz Morel.
And this is the show where, we look beyond the usual tech headlines. We take a laid-back look at tech news. But this episode is special because we might have some technical difficulties. We need an expert to help us out. Let us introduce the one, the only, Alex Gumbel.
Iyaz, we need to explain some things here.
Wait, I don't even see
Is your mic live?
Brian, you screwed the...
Edit. Tony, edit this out.
Yeah.
Did it.
That never happened. Doodaloo, doodaloo.
Just give me a cue, okay? Whenever you're ready, Brian. Oh, wait. I'll give you the cue. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Iyaz. So today we might have some problems with the TriCaster because we are playing with the Revision 3 update, unrelated to something else with the same name, where apparently we've had problems in the past with things not working right and it freezing and sending out black video and things that are not very good. So we're playing with it now and trying to figure out what the cause is of that.
Okay.
And it seems to be a recording issue. So while the TriCaster is recording video, sometimes, depending on what the format of the recording is, it will like freeze.
What can the audience expect to happen on this show? It could freeze and then we could be out of sync.
Did it just do that, Brian?
Oh, that was not.
Or was that you, operator error?
Operator. That was a pepcac. But things like that might happen.
It might have been.
Okay.
That was me fading the sheet.
So we've deduced that it seems to be the MOV motion JPEG QuickTime recording.
Okay, can we kill his mic?
Does that, and then
Kill the mic. Thank you, Alex. That was fascinating. That was absolutely fascinating. On to the actual news.
He just doesn't stop.
All right, so Alex is still talking. He's way over there. We're going to talk about news now because that's what we sometimes do. You ready for that, Tony?
No.
Excited? Not ready?
No.
Liz, you ready?
Wait, what'd you say?
Audience ready? Brian's ready? Brian is behind the board today because
On his day off.
Day off, and it's a vacation, so triple score.
Triple pay.
All right, let's talk about this week. You might have missed this story because there was a lack of news programming this week. Verizon. There was a nice story arc over the week. Verizon was first rumored to they were going to start charging people $2 for online and over-the-phone payments. This got people pretty angry. So the rumor got people angry. Then they confirmed that they were going to do this. The FCC put out a statement saying, yeah, we're going to look into that new fee. And Verizon has decided to go back on its word and say, look, we're not going to do any fee. So if you were concerned and you were outraged during this week and you're like, Verizon, you pulled a Bank of America by charging extra money just to pay online, you can put away your outrage right now. I would have been ticked at this because $2 extra. If Verizon does it, they're the kind of the leader. They have the most subscribers. Everyone else is going to try this.
No.
So thankfully,
That sounded a little sheepish.
Well, when you first mentioned the story, I thought about how every time I get a parking ticket in San Francisco and I pay online, they also charge, I think, $1.50 or $2.
See, that's not so bad because it's the government, right? This is California. They're broke anyway, so why not? But Verizon's making money hand over fist.
This
isn't like,
point.
We have, bankruptcy, we don't know what's going on. We have no water or electric. That's California. But this is Verizon. This is unacceptable.
I mean, they should be...
But that didn't happen. So
yeah, I mean, they should be passing the savings on to you. I mean, like, when I pay for my car insurance, if I pay... Okay, that's not exactly the same thing, but when you do a electronic...
As of right now, I don't care because I have AT&T. So.
I think this would stop people.
Don't think there's a
yes. But to see that they even have this plan or they plan to do this, I think it's going to make people a little bit sheepish on them because why would you want to do that? Hey, look, it's a cameo from John.
Oh, my Lanta.
Oh, is it Earthquake?
Oh!
Technical difficulties.
Oh, it's kind of like Star Tours. Are we going to go to Hoth? It'll be awesome.
In 3D.
On to some other news that actually is happening. The Lightpad, there's actually a video about this. Now, this is an interesting object. Can we run the video, please?
No.
I'll be some good editing here.
Can we run it on the stream? There we go. Okay, so we have, it looks to be a laptop, but it's not a laptop.
At least you see a picture of the scary girl at the beginning.
Well, hang on. Now, let me explain what it is. It's a device that attaches to your smartphone, and it has a projector, so it shows you an 11-inch screen like a laptop. But the cool thing about this thing is it has another use. Now, the projector can be turned around, or there's a second projector, and you can see a much larger image. Waiting for that to show up. Waiting for that. Waiting for that.
Wait for it.
There you go. Front projection. So you can do 11-inch projection for like a laptop-like experience, or a 40-inch projector in this one device. I love this idea because, I mean, people carry smartphones anyway, so why not use something like this? This is the Lightpad. Resolution's a little low, 850 4x480. That's the first-gen model. A future model's coming out at 1280 by 720, so that's HD. And it's going to be at CES. So I definitely want to get my hands on this thing. I love this idea already.
I have a question.
Yes, in the front.
What do you do about audio?
I don't know. I think this is, we should go, when we go to CES, actually ask these guys, what kind of speakers do you have here? It's a little bit large, obviously, but I think it's an interesting concept because you're carrying a phone anyway. Why not just power everything through this one little device?
So I can watch really big Harvey Birdman on projector screen and not hear anything right now.
Well, so yeah. So let's say you're trying to show me Harvey Birdman on your phone. I'm like, I don't want to watch it this way. Yeah, you can hook up a Pico projector, but you could have this. This could be what you have instead of your laptop. Think about that. And you don't need a special dock, right? Because it works with lots of different phones.
Yeah, this is kind of reminds me of the
Atrix.
The Atrix and its own laptop connector, and that only works with the Atrix. So this is sort of, because like when the Pico projector came out, it was so cool, and it was 640 by 480 for $100, and it's almost like the next generation of Pico projectors, right? I mean, this is.
Well, any new form factor to me is interesting because we've gotten really, I think, lame stuff for a while. It's like, okay, let's have a laptop. We'll make it really thin. It's like, well, let's try something different. And I think projectors are a way to go because.
And do we know how much they're going for?
That's a great question. We have to ask them because it's not there. It's going to be, they're going to be at Vegas, January 10th to the 13th at booth. Everyone ready? 37037 the South Hall.
My God.
So
two questions. Bombard them. Audio. Price.
And can we have one? That'll be.
Can we have for our review show?
Imagine we're showing a video on the set, right? And we're gonna be like, "Oh, you should see that," and then turn it that way. We could just
like
Yeah. All right. Now a story that got completely buried over last week. Something I'm excited about. The Bluetooth group, and the NFC forum are working together. You're going to be able to pair stuff over Bluetooth using NFC. So here's the concept. Let's say I wanted to pair this cup with this to this one. I guess we don't have a shot for that. You could just tap them together and they would be Bluetooth paired. Now that sounds silly, but in real life, imagine your headset pairing up with your phone or your laptop without having to press some weird set of keys or
like the same.
A keyboard. Now I've had this happen with a keyboard and a computer where it's like, oh, input the little code 2176. You do it and nothing works. And I'm standing there looking at this stuff going, you can see each other. You're physically right near each other. Why can't I just go see it? But it doesn't work. So I could just go tap and it would work.
You're scaring Tony.
I love this.
Go to your happy place, Tony.
I've been playing with Bluetooth for a long time, and a lot of time, like what you're talking about is with cars. It just never works.
Okay.
Like they see each other and you're trying to pair it, and then one of them would go, and then, yeah.
I would love this for universal remotes. That's the thing where those codes for everything else, that's the part that I can't stand.
Imagine that. So you just take like a remote control, you go to your TV, paired.
But didn't you have some issue recently trying to pair something?
Yeah, that's actually.
Oh.
So I was getting. So my dad got a new cell phone, and I was trying to pair his old Bluetooth headset with his new phone, and it wouldn't work. And can I just say that it's a Jabra headset? I forgot the model number. And we were looking at the instruction that came with the headset. We went online to check their online instruction. The instruction is wrong. What the f with you people?
The other thing is
the headset is from 2008. You had 3 years to fix your manual, and you're telling me to press the wrong button. like spend
see-
like 40 minutes.
Do you see the rage Bluetooth brings out of people? I was annoyed. Tony's upset. Tony doesn't get upset at anything. I mean, I've had this. I had a blog a long time ago, and this is still a popular post: how to pair a Bluetooth headset to a MacBook. Apparently, people are still looking it up because the code, like, okay, hold down this button here, and then this other one is not really easily found online. It's always in a PDF. You can't search it. So people find my blog and find this out. So I'm like, this is something that should exist. I'm excited about it.
I mean, I don't mind pressing and holding the button if it's the right one.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I think on that note, we should thank.
So whenever we need to get him up, bros, we just need to talk about Bluetooth.
Bluetooth,
and pairing.
yeah. Bluetooth.
Yeah, whenever we need a rise out of Tony, we just bring this up.
we want the rage of Tony. You talk
Okay.
about pairing a headset.
Yeah.
Let's talk and thank our sponsor, New Tech. They do fancy stuff for us. I mean, thanks to the TriCaster. We're using the New Tech TriCaster system to stream our live production right now. That's how this is working. Using the TriCaster 850 is like having your own giant TV truck, but it's not so big. See, we just went back right there.
yeah.
That's the upgrade. This magical box is a 24-channel system with everything you need to make a TV show, including, there goes Alex.
Look at all these cool
It's like an art
things
film
you
in here.
can
It's like a
do.
sheet.
This magical box is a 24-channel system with everything you need to make a TV show, including amazing virtual sets. If you want it to be a sheep, if you wanted this,
comes with a
oh,
sheep.
we got some
Oh,
explosions.
explosions. There's stuff.
Anyway, TriCaster lets us broadcast, live stream, and record 3D, HD. Excuse me, we don't do 3D video yet. HD video all
soon.
at the same time. To find out more, check out newtech.com.
Are you already done with your...
Coffee, yes. I just finished my espresso.
Oh, you are going to be good in a little bit.
On to yet another video. This is, I'm just going to say the title of the post. LED nose light glows when you breathe.
No. Why?
Let's watch this gentleman. Now, the person who's actually presenting this in this video says it's for a fashion statement.
That is ridiculous.
Oh, it says the person with piercings. Like to have a glowing nostril.
Hey, ew.
Wait, that's
No, this is something
I
like
wouldn't
it's...
share it.
Oh, no.
So it can
Bad.
detect when you're breathing.
Ew.
Okay, so
Ew.
this guy's
Oh, God.
gonna
Ew,
place it
ew,
in his
ew.
nose. Right? Now, obviously,
That is why.
not a good idea when you have a cold and you got to blow your nose a lot. But think about it at a rave.
Really? Okay, this was around Christmas time. They could have marketed this to be like Rudolph Red Reindeer. Why is it not red? Boo on them.
I don't know. But see, this just brought me back to my college days because I've seen a lot of passed out kids, and I'm like, hey, are you alive? And if they had this in their nose already, exactly, I wouldn't have to smack them awake
right.
or get a mirror to check if they're breathing. I can just see the little glowing light.
Well, this could work for when people pass out on the twit sumo beanbag in the back. Because a lot of times we're like, are you alive?
Yeah, this,
Can we get one for Tony
Wake up.
after he's had a beer?
I believe the removal tool will cost an extra $3,000 if it does
Ew.
get stuck up there. So that's how they make. The
I would
money.
think it would be like the Matrix, where he all of a sudden just puts the bug in his belly button. Like they could just, come alive and get up there.
That's crazy talk.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it.
I like it. I think it's a lot easier to tell when somebody's knocked out because it happens a lot.
You can just go like this.
I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean,
it's unsanitary.
it's sensing the flow of air, right? So you can just hold it in front of their nose. You don't have to stick it in
No,
there.
you got to say to your guests
Well, no,
as
he
they come
showed.
in,
You got to stick it in there?
you can have a nose glowing party. Like, look, you guys, if you're going to come to this party, you have to have one of these.
Well, how much do these glow knowing blah, 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 blah things cost?
You and your pricing, I have no idea.
What the? Okay, fine.
Anyway, on to the most antisocial social network, Between. This is
Boo.
a social network that was just introduced. It's for two people. Okay? Now, you can't, it's not like you have different Betweens. So you have, I have one with Tony and one with Liz and one with Brian. You just have your Between social network and you got to pick one person.
So your BFF.
Maybe. Can we actually see what this looks like? It's a it's kind of like Path, but for two people. Now Path has a limit of 150 people, and that's supposed to be you share your most intimate stuff. But two people, I don't think you can go below two on this number here, right? Because after that you just have a
Yeah,
blog.
I think to be social.
Wait, so
you
two
have
other
to-
people you share this with? I thought it
No,
was just
one
one.
other person.
It's
Yeah,
you
so it's
and the
you
other
and one
person.
other person.
Yeah.
Sucks if you're single.
Well, you
like-
can still be socializing with.
Well, you could have future you and past you having a conversation.
That's just awkward.
Or
Yeah,
drunk
just-
you and normal you.
Oh, that'll work. I like that.
So I have like a drunk phone and a normal phone. It's like, this is what you did last night. Like, whoa, what did I do? And then you have this nice format. Versus having on a Facebook again, you can see the stories are themed by drunken college Iyaz, because that's what I was really. It's explosive. Take a look. It's kind of like a social network, but again, two people are sharing their content. And that's intimate. We have like a baby. It also, think about it this way: you got those friends that put up all their pictures of their dogs or their kids or their whatever the heck they have, cats. You know, you like, you know what? Maybe you want to share that with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. I don't want to see it. Put it on between, okay? But you guys just do that, and then at least it cleans up the other social networks.
I mean, you could use this on Twitter if you make your profile private, so only people that follow you and you follow can see your
That's
stuff.
still more than two people.
No, I mean, you could literally just follow one person. And if your profile is private, only that person can see your.
But you don't have to like come up with some crazy way to do it. This already exists.
No, it's not crazy.
This is awkward.
Hang on.
It's just awkward.
According to the next web, Between is mainly targeted to, quote, Asian users generally known to be reluctant to share private memories with strangers and even their friends.
How do you feel about that, Tony?
Excuse me?
I don't know.
Let's ask an expert.
Excuse me?
We need an expert. Who can be an expert on Asian affairs? Where's Alex? We lost him?
Yeah, we lost Alex. Should we move on to the next one?
He's gonna
Need your help on Asian affairs.
Yes, we need your help with we need you to speak for all of Asians. I'm going to speak for all of Asians. Yes, now, according to the next web, Between, a social network for two people and only two people, is mainly targeted to Asian users generally known to be reluctant to share private memories with strangers and even their friends. As the representative for all Asians, what do you think about that?
That's like me and Tony.
Get in the frame. There we go.
It's like me and Tony. We're going to be splitting a room at CES.
Aww.
But I mean, I can just roll over and show you my pictures. I don't have to
Roll over.
send it to a. Oh, we're in the same room.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, but what if you don't want to roll over?
Well,
Roll over, Red Rover.
what, you don't like rolling over? I mean, what?
Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who, the nationality of the people that make this. Oh.
Let's turn the mic on.
awkward.
Off.
Now,
That's kinda
what
awkward.
do you think as a representative of all Asians, since that did not get...
Well,
so yes, do Asians only want to share things between each other and not with social groups?
I think Tony is a very private individual.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be, but it may not be.
I think the most important question is who's the one person you're going to pick to be on your social Between.
Come on, Tony.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Tony?
who would you? I mean, I can't use this because I can't just pick one person. There's no way I'm gonna pick between Alex and Brian.
it's going to tear us apart.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Are you splitting a room with Brian at CES?
I'm not
No,
going to
but what-
CES.
Are you going to share a bed with Brian? At
Yeah,
CES?
but that's just CES. That's only for a week, though.
This just got really awkward, guys. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Hey, let's talk about Twitter.
This is just
Nothing
jealous.
wrong with a little Tony love.
No.
All right,
That's the
I'm
episode
cutting
title.
Alex's mic.
Thank you. Let's go on to a study from the University of Vermont. I used to live in Vermont. They found since April
sorry.
2009, happiness on Twitter has shown a general downward trend. Now, we got the article from a good friend of mine, Leslie Horn from PC Mag. The team analyzed more than 46 billion words from tweets of 63 million Twitter users to draw their conclusions. Now, they used Amazon's Mechanical Turk. Each word was ranked based on its emotional temperature on a scale of 1 to 9, 9 being the happiest. So, for example, laughter was rated an 8.5, while the word terrorist was 1.3. So, do you think this study is accurate? Do you think that when people are people just generally more sad these days since 2009 because the economy's in the toilet and they're trying to pick, who their between partner is going to be, and maybe they're just generally unhappy?
I mean, you have to look at the users of Twitter and see what kind of, who's using these things, right? I mean, you can't just. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Hold on. I got distracted
You
by.
watching porn again?
No, I got distracted. No, when you mentioned Amazon Mechanical Turk,
Yes.
this thing is really cool. I've never seen this before. I just want to say that's what I'm reading, and
Anyway, so my
more,
theory.
more interesting than the actual story.
My theory is when people are having fun, they're actually having fun. They're not necessarily tweeting about it. And sometimes people go, I'm not going to use my phone because I'm out doing something fun. Or they might be texting other people. And
I said something.
Yeah,
I just tweeted, I'm so happy right now while doing Ion. @Iyaz and Hotmilk.
Well, I mean, it's a downward trend, right? It doesn't mean that everybody's unhappy on Twitter. It just means that there needs to be more of that.
Oh,
So,
I need to
maybe,
spread the
maybe
love.
we just complain a lot as a society as a whole.
Well, people like to complain, right?
I mean, what if you have teenagers using Twitter? A lot of teenagers on there, and they're always complaining about their parents, about school, about their friends.
You're saying that Twitter users are a bunch of whiny people?
How dare
Is
you,
that what you're
sir?
saying?
Whiny teenagers.
Whiny teenagers.
Yeah.
No bueno. No bueno.
I think it's just people like to complain more than like to say positive things.
Well, Brian, you were saying about the whole, it was some other
Yelp.
network, right? Right?
Yeah, the Yelp effect. The only time someone's ever gonna passionately review something is if they either really, really like it or they hate it. And more often than not, it's usually when they hate it when they'll take the time to do something like that.
Because they're enraged and they're by themselves, like, got 'em. They're like, I hate you so much. Yeah, most of the time when you're happy with something, you're not taking time out of,
You're being happy. You're not tweeting
yeah.
about it.
You're not just like, I'm angry and
Well,
sulking. I must tell people.
Actually, when you're angry, you're probably alone anyway. So you're like, I'm going to tweet about it.
I mean, when I went to my first hockey game, and I was happy,
Yes.
I tweeted about it.
Were you happy?
Yeah.
When did you go to your first hockey game?
Like last month.
Last month?
Yeah.
Professional
San Jose
hockey?
Shark?
Yeah, the Sharks. Yeah.
Did they win?
Did you feel like you were going to fall down in the stadium in a snowball effect because it's all slanted and it's very awkward?
No, but I do understand now. This is a PSA. When you go to a hockey game, don't lean forward
No.
because people behind you can't see.
No, and also you feel like you could possibly fall and then it'd be the snowball effect.
Yeah.
And
Where were you?
San Jose Sharks Stadium.
No. I mean, physically, where were you in the stadium? You're
I
saying
was,
don't lean forward.
Well, I
Anywhere.
was pretty far back, but it was actually
Don't lean forward to watch
nice.
hockey.
I could see the whole rink and I could see the puck, and it was nice. There were little kids behind me. I'm sorry if you're little.
Oh, like, you're not that tall, so...
No, I mean they're 7 years old. I mean I can't go any shorter.
You could have traded with them.
We need to find
No,
some type of
no.
Kickstarter thing where it allows you to be able to be adjusted and
Grow
not
tall.
cover people's.
Wait, what?
What?
Cover what?
Let's find a different Kickstarter. Let's go to Twine. Let's run the video and talk over it. Actually, we should listen
a
to
bar
these
of
guys.
soap.
Hang on, we should listen to these guys. We should definitely listen to them so we know what it is.
Batteries.
Vibration.
Temperature.
Do we have audio?
Plug in other sensors like
There
a
we go.
moisture sensor or a magnetic switch. If you're more adventurous, you can plug in your own analog or digital inputs with the breakout board. Twine can tell you what your sensors are saying using SMS, Twitter, and email. Or for more control, hook it into your code with HTTP. This is the web app that lets you tell Twine what to do. It's tightly integrated with the hardware, so you can see your Twine shows up along with the built-in accelerometer and temperature sensors. Now, if you want to plug in an external sensor, like this easy button, you just take your Twine, plug it in like this. The button shows up immediately.
Do a little bit of this, you could do a little of that.
And even cooler, it's live. So you can see your sensors responding to stimuli. Now, this allows you to set up your Twine with no programming. It's a rules-based interface, simple language. So you can say, when button 1 goes down, then text, turn on the AC in here. If you want to do something more complicated, like tie in the temperature sensor, then you add a filter. And let's say I want to say when temperature is also above 72 degrees. So now, when button goes down while temperature is above 72 degrees, then text, turn on the AC in here. So David and I are really proud of the work.
Okay, so this thing here is already funded. Okay, now what it is, if you think about it, it's kind of like everything that's in your phone. It's got an internal temperature sensor, an accelerometer. It's got some other plugins you can use for it. And if you're thinking, what am I going to use Twine for? Think of IFT. You know how that works, where like if somebody posts a picture on Instagram, or you post something on Instagram, it should be sent to your Dropbox. If an event happens in real life, you can actually have it like tweet out. So let's say I wanted to know every time somebody touches bobblehead, I could attach it to this table here, and as it moves, it'll send out a tweet or something like that. And that seems a little ridiculous, but for like dishwashers or like washing machines or like weird little things like that, even your door, like if your cat comes in or your dog comes in through the dog door, you know when it's happening because you'll have this happen. You don't have to tweet it out. You can actually get a message on your SMS. I'm like, I really like this thing, and they have done really well. Now they only needed 35,000. They made 445,800. And if you're interested in this, it costs like $100. I'm intrigued by it because I think it's like the gateway to just doing a lot more projects because it's got a really easy programming language too.
I'm black.
I think it's really awesome.
You think it's awesome?
Also, it comes with a Twine, so yeah.
It looks like soap on a rope.
Yeah.
It's got
Soap on the Twine.
That's good.
What would you use it for?
Probably as a sensor whenever my cat gets close to me, so I know she's coming, so I won't be startled and she won't jump on my face and I won't have a heart attack.
You could have the Twine thing. It doesn't have to wake you up. It could set off like an alarm on your phone that scares the cat away.
Ooh.
Like a text message or...
Wait, you get an alarm sound or like a cat sound? I don't know, like a dog.
If you make any loud noises, she immediately looks like she's on drugs. Like I posted a picture on G+. Like if you make any loud noises, her ears go back and her eyes just... Yeah.
Well, if the cat gets used to it, though, you can change the noise. Yeah, you can twine the cat. That's perfect. Place Twine on the collar.
Oh, she'll be like this.
Well,
Whenever she's walking around.
Now, the fact is, like, they got 10 times the amount of funding, so the Twine looks a little large right now. It's about the size of a coaster. But I think it's probably going to get smaller. It's just got a bunch of sensors in there. No reason why it can't get a little smaller.
Yeah, it's 2.5 by 2.5 square.
Well, relatively, I could take this version and duct tape it to my ball, and it could tell me how much I bounce?
Because you sit on an exercise ball, for those who don't know.
Yeah,
right?
and I never stop.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, okay. Since my jawbone up died a terrible death.
I like this thing because it's just you can do so much with it, and there are products out there like this, like from Bug Labs, where you can have all these different components you could add to it. But the thing is, the programming language on this is the easiest thing I've seen. It's like actual English versus.
Well, what are you going to use it for, Tony?
It's got a moisture sensor, so I would put this on my my cat water bowl because he likes to play with it and he spills water over the place, and I'll know when he does that.
It basically takes offline things and puts them online. So
exactly.
Well, I know what I would want.
It's a connected device.
Wait,
what would you use it for?
Well, because I get out of bed at a different time usually every day. But what would be nice is if I got up and there were sensors, so like, I open my bedroom door, so then my coffee pot starts making coffee, and then I go into the bathroom, so the hot water starts, or things like that, like things that just get started as I move around. And there are fingers in front of Tony right
What's
there.
going on?
No, I think that's exactly where this is going to go, Brian.
Yeah.
It's like taking, if you could have this thing talk to like the Nest, the Nest thermostat that we talked about like a while ago. Like this is the kind of stuff that makes all that possible, because you're like, okay, well, how do I have a temperature sensor for this? Do I want to talk to that? And you can do this from the internet too. So if you notice something's wrong, you can have changes happen at home thanks to Twine, because it could be on your local network. So I like this idea.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, we don't always need to,
Bash?
we don't need to bash.
Yeah,
we can show some love.
It's more entertaining, but it doesn't always have to.
I'm a little worried about the 2 AAA batteries.
Why is that?
Well, just because.
It emails you when it's
You know.
It emails you when the battery's running out, and it'll last for months. Because
Okay, you know what? I don't have to worry about
unlike
It's
like
awesome.
leaving your phone, like some people use their phones for like levels and things.
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that's like a $500 device if you get it with no contract, right? So like, we're being photographed, no cameras,
Oh, she's just out of the shot.
just
You're
out of
just
the shot.
out of it.
Okay.
Good
Okay.
God.
Great.
I think we're pretty much wrapped up, unless anybody else has anything to say about Twine. Wrapped up, Twine, get it?
Lisa, what do you say about Twine? Wait, you didn't. Next.
Exactly.
Yeah. How about? Oh, sorry.
That's for after show.
I was stepping on you.
That does it for us. If there's a story you think you should get the spotlight, email us at ionswit@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 321-22-OTHER. That rings my desk phone.
Yes,
it's
it does.
behind me. So think about that. Until next week, keep your eye on the news. And by the way, next year, changing times to 4 o'clock. It's going to be exciting.
Ooh.
Pacific.
More acceptable.
Pacific. Well, yeah.
Already finished. Did you guys finish? Oh.
Twine!
Twine!
This isn't Twine.
Wait.
This is not.
Well,
We should start a Kickstarter for this.
Oh.